Trying to wake up here. All right, coffee first. Just give me a second. All right, we're good. I need that coffee. What's up, guys? Fears, audience fears. I have to fix my hat because this is way too tight. Anyway, what's up, guys? How we doing? Okay, much better. It was like killing my head because I had it too tight. All right, much better. It's a lot more loose. Anyway, shout out to the fans. What's up? I wore this hat to match my Hulkamania shirt. Anyway, hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are doing great. And happy Memorial Weekend. We don't just get one day off. We get Saturday, we get Sunday, and we get Monday off. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking, you know? You know, the human body, we need rest. And shout out to all the veterans out there. Shout out to all the veterans. That's right. My dad was a veteran. He served the Army for 10 years. He was a military police officer, and he was a paratrooper. So my dad is like a true man's man. He's a badass, man. Not just one Army job, but 2 Army jobs. My dad got to travel the world. That's how he met my mom. He was in Italy. Was like, ooh, who's that babe over there? So really, I mean, isn't it crazy when you think about this? If my dad wouldn't have went with his buddies to that disco kind of bar and my mom was with her friends, I would never exist. It's pretty crazy when you think about it. And my dad took a chance. He's like, well, I don't know if this lady's going to like me or not, but you know what? I'll go over there and talk to her. And my mom and dad's story is kind of a fairy tale. Like, shit like this doesn't happen anymore, you know? I wish stories like that would happen more. My dad goes over, starts chatting my mom up, and he's like, well, I don't want to not stop talking to you. He goes, you're really nice. He goes, I really like you. And my mom's like, well, I'm just on vacation. I don't live in Italy. I live in England. My dad's like, yeah, I know. He goes, I'm only serving here for a couple of weeks, and but why don't we hang out? So my mom and dad started hanging out. Then when it was time for my dad to go back to America, my mom to go back to England, granted, there was no texting back then. There was no cell phones, no iPads, nothing. So what do? My mom and dad had to work with what they had. My mom's like, well, give me your address. We can start writing letters. So they wrote letters, and they talked a lot on the phone. So my dad gave her number. My mom exchanged numbers. And within a year or two, they got married in England, and then they got married in America, because back then you had to have a marriage license in both countries. Now you don't have to do that. Now you only need one marriage license. And then they waited a few years before having kids, and then I came in 1983. I was born at 9 o'clock at night. I was supposed to be born on Halloween. That's right, I was supposed to be a Halloween baby. Unfortunately, I guess I was just itching to pop out, and I came 3 days before, so October 28th. So that's pretty close to Halloween, but that's just how it goes. But I always enjoy that story, I know I've told that story a million times, guys, but it's such a good story. It needs to be made into a movie. It really does. Anyway, shout out to my dad. Shout out to all the veterans. Hope you guys, if you guys have veterans in your family, big shout outs, to all your family members out there that are veterans. Shout out to all the fans. If you're a veteran yourself, shout out to you, because I know there's some people in the community that I think have served or is serving. I don't know exactly how many people in our YouTube community that is in the armed forces, but shout out to anyone that is in the armed forces. Shout out to people that are in the armed forces in the community, or if you have a family member. There we are. All right, let's open up the chat. All right, there we go. All right, so far we've got 1 like. I appreciate that 1 like. Thank you so much. And we got 3 people watching. Shout out to the fans. I hope you guys are doing well. Well, I got to say, guys, this week, it was pretty good. It's pretty good. I got a couple of updates for you, and then oh, now we got 2 likes. I appreciate it. I got a couple of updates, and then we're gonna start. But before we get to anything, I'm gonna tell you guys the topics for tonight. Tomorrow is LC's party, the big subscriber party. It's gonna be around 15,000 subs. Like LC is way past 10K. LC hit 10K like it was nothing. You know, I'm very proud of him. Extremely proud of him. Fears, I'm still trying to work on it. You know, I'm still trying to get up to, 10K. Maybe it will happen. Maybe it never will happen, But I do my best to put out as much content as I possibly can. If I'm not vlogging, I'm streaming. If I'm not streaming, then I'm either working on a vlog or I'm uploading a vlog, or me and Sam or me and Randy or by myself, I'm shooting a vlog, you know what I'm saying? Plus, I'm working on my other projects, on Fears Man 26. I stay busy, guys. Shout out to the 3rd person that gave this stream a like. So I got a bunch of updates, but before anything, I'm going to tell you guys the topic. So I'm going to be talking about LC's subscriber party. That's right. He's having a subscriber party tomorrow night. I don't know when the festivities start. He's either going to text me tonight, or I'll give him a call. You know what? Let's just call him right now, and we'll find out. Let's find out. All right, let's find out when the El Partio is. Let's see. Hopefully some shorties show up. That's all I got to say. I'm hoping. I'm praying. Fingers crossed. Pick up, LC. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Come on. Oh, you little bastard. Yo, what's up, buddy?
Yo.
Hey, I'm streaming right now. Tell all the fans what's up.
Oh shit, I'm over here jamming and shit. Everything's good. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. Shit, man, I was shaving. I cut my hair. I shaved, gotta look good,
Well, I saw that. I saw, man, you were looking clean, man. I was in the Discord. I had a nap, and I was about to start the stream. You know me, I always check the Discord before I start the stream, catch up with everybody's, day and stuff. I saw the photo. I was like, oh, damn, LC's looking fresh, man.
Hey, gotta look good for the 15K, baby.
Oh, listen, the 15K is happening tonight, or it's happening tomorrow. You're so close.
Well, that's happening tonight, baby.
I know. What are you at right now? I know you're at like 14,600 something, right?
Freaking right now, as we speak, I'm at 14,649.
Okay, so I was close. I was pretty close. I said 600. Nice, buddy. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of you, buddy.
So, I just need 250 more, which I'll probably hit that in like an hour.
I know, like an hour or two. I'm telling you. What I'm telling you, man, whatever you're doing, it's like LC's channel is on crack cocaine. It's just going sky high through the roof, man. I cannot wait to party with you and your family. Tell your kid.
My sister just hit me up. They already came from Fort Lauderdale. I got my sister came down.
Nice.
Came up. My boy, the other YouTuber, he's a YouTube Franco Fonzarelli.
Okay.
He's also up here.
I can't wait to meet everybody.
Like I said, we're gonna be chilling tomorrow. So
You know what? I don't think I've met your sister. I met Funko Franzarelli, but I don't think I've met your sister yet. But I'll meet her tomorrow. I bought a new shirt for the party, buddy.
Nice.
I got a new watch. So if some shorties do show up, Fears is gonna be looking fresh, motherfucker.
True that. Let's see what happens.
So what time does the party start tomorrow?
I don't know. I'll text you and I'll let you know what time.
Yeah, text me tomorrow. Now I tried, buddy. I called Randy. He's gonna hang out with his mom. Sam, he was gonna come, but one of his cousins is in town, and his cousin begged him to take her to Disney. So they're doing Disney on Saturday.
It's all good, but yeah, at the end of the day, you're going to be chilling on stream.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. But Sam wanted me to call you and say, hey, tell LC thanks for the invite.
Yeah, man. No doubt.
But me and Sam are hanging out. Me and Sam are hanging out next Saturday. We're gonna go knife. I mean, not knife. We're gonna be axe throwing, and then we're gonna get drunk. So if you want to come over and hang out, man, it's gonna be a cool hangout. So let me know.
Yeah, definitely.
It's next Saturday.
I will definitely keep you posted on that one.
And try to get a shorty over there for me tomorrow. Get some shorties over there tomorrow, buddy.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. Let's see what happens. Do you have any screen time? Any streaming time?
No, well, my stream time comes in tomorrow, but I can have you on the phone.
You gotta switch that up, man. You know what I mean? That's resting you up. You know what I mean?
I know. So, man, if you want to come in later on the phone, or I can get you. I got you on Facebook. I could call you on Facebook and have you like on a FaceTime if you want.
No, the same thing. I'll just check you up on the stream, and I'm thinking because I also got I believe you have to do there's a live stream I have to do.
Okay.
A reaction that I need to do, and then there's another video that I need to record. So I'm gonna be a little busy, but I'll be checking you out here.
Well, check out before I go to bed tonight. I'm gonna upload some more Mario content. I haven't decided. I may do the Peach thing, or I may upload the old ass Mario.
You are late as fuck for that stuff, man. You had to strike while the iron was hot. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can still do what you do because I mean, obviously the iron still had a high channel that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I uploaded a little bit. I was just trying to find Mario stuff that you weren't uploading. Like, so tonight, I think I'm gonna upload the old ass 1993 live action trailer because I fucking love that movie with all its flaws and shit.
Yeah, like right now, that Peaches video is at 2,944,511. So I'm gonna hit 3 million views with that Peaches video.
Wow, fucking hell.
3 million views. So I mean, like I said, people are still checking it out. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I may have to upload that Peach video, buddy.
You may need to what?
I said I may have to upload that Peach video. Did you see that Jurassic Park video that my friend made? He made that Jurassic Park video and was like, and I was like, dude, you got to let me upload this to my channel. He goes, Fears, that's free publicity. Why wouldn't I let you upload it? So did you see that one?
No.
I'll show it to you tomorrow whenever I come over, buddy.
Yeah, definitely. But man, just put some content out there because, like I said, even with the pizza, like I said, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's all about because I'm not gonna lie to you. That pizza, even like it said the last 48 hours, that pizza has hit 162,000.
Do you think that's like the most viewed video on YouTube?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. It's the most viewed video on my channel.
I mean, that's insane. I remember when you first showed it to me. Like, remember after we got back from the movie theater, like, hey, Fierce, check this out. You showed it to me on my either on my phone or your phone, and I was like, holy Jesus.
No, and then the crazy part is that same video, I put it as a short, you know?
Yeah.
The short has 203,500.
Wow.
And then the actual remember and then I posted the one with Jack Black, the Jack Black video. Just by himself playing on the piano. Remember that one? Mm-hmm. So that one has 106,000.
Well, yeah, see, it's the same video. It's the same video, just Jack Black playing Bowser, and he's like jamming the shit out of it on the piano.
Yeah. But
anyway, I'll let you go, man. But text me tonight or tomorrow, and I'll be over at your house, buddy. I'll be vlogging away. I'll be on stream. I'll be vlogging. We'll be going nuts.
Sounds good, brother. I'll be hitting you up later on, and I'll let you know the time.
Yeah, just like text it to me before you go to bed tonight, or just text it to me tomorrow. Because tomorrow I'm gonna try and shoot like a little. I'm gonna go to a thrift store and shoot a little video, see what haul I can possibly get. You know.
Nice. Make sure you record I told you, record your hunts.
I will. Like, I'll be honest, the last few hunts, I found more more movie hauls. I haven't found a good collectible toy in a while, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm always looking. I'm just like, I haven't found one yet, but I'll get on that something, buddy.
Yeah, man, no doubt, for sure. And then we're definitely chilling and all that good stuff, buddy. So I'll be checking out I'll be checking out your stream. I just shot your message in the chat.
Yeah, I saw that. Yo, 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 yo!
So, all right, brother, go ahead and do your thing. And then,
Oh, guess what, buddy? I'm bringing the boot. Bringing the boot.
There you go. Please don't break it.
I'm not going to break it, I promise. Promise. I know. I'm still getting comments on that Christmas video. Like, really, Fears? Like, you're trying to break LC's Christmas gift? I'm like, I'm not. I'm like, the fucking son of a bitch was wrapped with so much tape in the fucking box. It's like they cemented the boot in that fucking box, and I had to rip the shit of the box open. I'm like, how the fuck do you get in this motherfucker?
You literally dropped that shit 3 times in a row.
I know. And I wasn't even drunk. It was that filled with tape and that bubble wrap shit. I was like, how the fuck do you get in this box? And I was like, you know what, fuck it. And then you hear you in the background go, just rip the damn thing, Fears. I ripped that motherfucker open, and that's one of the best Christmas gifts I've ever got. Don't worry, buddy. I got something planned for your Christmas gift this year. Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
You already know. I'm simple. I want an LC hat, and then I want an LC jersey. I just haven't picked out what color I want yet. You know what I'm saying? But I'll let you know what color. That's all I want for Christmas. If you and the family want to get me something else besides that, great, but that's all I want. I'm very...
Okay, I'll keep you posted. Yeah, you said something else. First up, the hat and jersey is by itself. The hat and jersey together is not cheap.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, I'm not greedy. I mean, that's all I want. I was like, if you guys like want to get me something else, great. But I mean, that's all I want. The only thing is I haven't found out something for the little guy. You know, because I got the little guy last year some books for you and him to read. I think I'm gonna get him.
Yeah, this is a school, and it'll be on break time, so no more reading supplies. Yeah, enough reading supplies.
Well, I mean, the reason why I got him that is.
Hey, don't get me no more movies.
Well, no, I won't get you any more movies, buddy. No, the reason why I got your son some books and stuff is I thought, I'm like, that would give Elsie an opportunity, because I'm all about family, you know, and friends. I was like, that'll give him an opportunity to sit down with Junior. You know,
that's what you gotta think about it. Think about it really good. And that's what every kid wants for Christmas: books to read.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I thought, how great would it be if I got him not only a gift but an educational gift, and then I'm like, he could sit down with Dad and he could read it to Dad, and Dad, you know, that's what it was. I don't know if you guys sat down. Did you guys sit down and read all those?
Yeah, he did. He did it to me when he first got it. We went through it one time.
Okay, good, buddy. Good, yeah. But no, I think I'm either thinking of getting the little guy like either a Lego set, because I know he fucking loves the shit out of Legos.
Yeah.
Like, what kid doesn't? Either Legos or I'm gonna get him something Marvel or DC. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah. See, I'm actually looking for something Lego myself. I'm trying to buy the new. I saw that they came out with the new Star-Lord helmets.
Oh yeah, no. I know it's at Walmart. I saw it, buddy. Oh, listen, I saw it. It's at Walmart.
What? Oh, hell no. I'm about to make
I saw the Star-Lord, or it looked like there was a shitload of Guardians of the Galaxy. And I don't know if it was the same hat as you saw, but I saw some type of hat. Like,
just the Star-Lord helmet bust. Like I thought, just like I got with the Captain America, with the Iron Man.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty damn sure I saw that. Then I saw a Guardians of the Galaxy like figure set where it had like his little spacecraft with all the little Lego figures, and it had Groot and it had all the other characters in the spacecraft on the front cover of the Lego set. It wasn't cheap though. It was like 90 something. I was like, holy Jesus! Like for the whole set, like for the spaceship. And for the whole fucking, I just saw it briefly, buddy, but since that...
I've seen that. I've seen all that.
Yeah, so since the movie...
It's that bus. I want to buy that bus.
Yeah, so since the movie came out, you know how the movie companies are. Oh, we got to get all those fucking toys out, make a profit, and they're fleshing it out, man. I mean, like...
Shouts out to Mama Rezi in the chat. What's up, Mama?
Yeah, I see that. Rezi, Yakoff, Joy Boy. Anyway, I'm going to get back to the chat, buddy, but you have a good...
Oh, yeah, I'll be checking you out. I'll be in and out, brother.
Yeah. Comment in the chat, and I can't wait for tomorrow night, brother.
All right, my friend. I'll talk to you later.
All right, peace out. All right, shout out to LC. So that's the first topic we're going to be talking about is the Lord LC's subscriber party. I'm very excited. Yakoff, Joy Boy, I'm very excited. The second thing we're going to be talking about, I watched this last night. Oh, man, it was good. I'm going to be reviewing this. And then I also watched this last night before work. I'm gonna review this. I liked this one a little bit more than this, but it's only because I love horror movies more than sci-fi. I like sci-fi, but not as much as horror movies. Anyway, that's what's on the to-do list. But anyway, I got some updates. Let me catch up with the chat, and then I'll tell you guys my updates. Yakov says, "Yo, Fears, just reading some more palms." Well, that's good, buddy. That's good. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Joyboy says, "It's LC's YouTube friend. That's cute that you have him saved as that." Yep. Well, I always try, Joyboy, in my phone, I always try to give everyone a nickname. If I can't think of a nickname, then I put their real name in. But no, almost 10 times out of 12, everybody in my even my brother's got a nickname, and like I didn't put my mom's name in there. I just put her as Mommy. It's either Mommy Fears or Mommy. So yeah, everyone in my phone has got some type of nickname. So yeah, buddy. So like Joyboy, if you ever gave me your number and we ever hung out in real life, your nickname would be JB for Joyboy. JB. I would just put it in there as that. If Yak ever gave me his number, I would either just put Yakov, because I know Yakov's real name, or I would just put Jackoff, just to be fucking hilarious, you know. By the way, speaking of Yakov, the dude, and Visions, it has been, I'm telling you, Yakov, these last 2 weeks have been insane. After Memorial Day, I have to pay rent. Right after rent, the next paycheck, so hang on, let me pull up my calendar. Because Mercenary Man and a bunch of people were asking, "Hey, Fears, when are you going to send out the meme gifts?" It's coming. My word is my bond, buddy. So I have to pay my rent on June 1st. So the next 2 paychecks will go to my rent. So the next paycheck that I can spend on me is June 9th. So that week of November 5th to the 9th, that's when I'm going to start buying the stuff. Yakov wants, he doesn't want anything Marvel. He wants a Stormtrooper. So Yakov, I'm going to try to find one from a comic book store. If I cannot find one, because Yakov said, "Fears, I don't care what color. A black Stormtrooper, a red Stormtrooper, go nuts. Just find me a Stormtrooper." I was like, all right. If I can't find one, I'm just going to order one. And then like Visions and the dudes is really easy. I'm just going to go get the gift cards. So yeah. But I apologize that it's been a minute. But I haven't forgotten about you guys. It's happening. It's happening. Yo, Rezi, what's up? How you been? Rezi says hello. Yakov says, "Hey, Rezi." Hi, Yak. Villain, Heroes and Villains says, "Hi, Mama Rezi." Rezi says, "Long movie." What? Which one? What, Avatar? Oh yeah, it's like 3 hours long. It's good, but I watched Avatar first, and I think Jigsaw is an hour and 30 minutes, right? Or maybe it's just an hour, I don't know. It doesn't say how long. I'm most likely it's an hour. I'll tell you what, there's a shitload of bonus features, though. Oh, yeah. Yo! Visions! Lord Visions is in the house. Visions. Fierce watched this last night. It's good. You know, I had my disbeliefs, because I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. I'm like, they've made 7 of these motherfuckers. Now there's an 8. Well, now there's a 9 with Spiral. Which I haven't seen yet, but it's got Chris Rock in it, so I never thought Chris Rock would do a horror film, because he's like more like the comic, hilarious relief. Does Jigsaw make an appearance in Spiral? Most likely. We'll see. But they actually brought some new shit to the table. It's not a prequel, and it's not a sequel. It's a mixture of both. They do some prequel shit. They fast forward. It is a sequel. It's 10 years have passed. John Kramer's been dead for 10 years. So it's kind of set, not really in the future, the recent future, you know? So I'll get into it in just a little bit. But I got some more updates though. But good to see you, Visions. Good to see you, Pretend Story Times. Hey, Yakov, speaking of stormtroopers, yeah, buddy. Happy, angry, sad, confused. It's one of my favorite mugs. As a stormtrooper, it's just blank, just nothing. Just pure nothing. Anyway, some updates. Here we go. So, like I said, I've prepared a little bit on the meme presents. I just haven't had time to do it yet. But I will. So Yakov, the dude, and Visions, I appreciate your patience. But I'm going to be getting on that after I pay my rent. Because I have to pay my rent first. Because if I don't, then they'll be like, well, Fears, where the fuck is our money? And I'm like, I don't know, where is it? And then they'll be like, yeah, Fears, get the fuck out. And then I'm going to be like, and then that would be bad. Anyway, the next update, shout out to all the veterans. It's Memorial Weekend. My dad was a vet. If you guys have veterans in your family, or if you are a veteran, I don't know everybody in the community. I mean, I mostly know everybody in the community, but I know there's some people in the community that have served. But I don't know how many people have served in the community. But there's a few. So if you are a vet, or you were a vet, or you have served, thank you for your service. And be sure, if you see a vet, at a coffee shop this weekend, if you see a vet, at the mall, if you just see any veterans, it takes 2 seconds. Just say, hey, you know what, man? Thanks for your service. I really appreciate it. So I always do. I always thank the vets, and I always thank, even though police and firefighters are not in the armed forces, I always tell them thank you for your service, because those are 2 important jobs too. Anyway, will you wear your Marine shirt on Monday? Most likely, buddy. Most likely. Either that, or I'm thinking about. Remember, I went to the military museum. I still got that shirt. I may wear that one. I'll be wearing something to support the troops on Monday. And what's really cool about these Hulkamaniac shirts, this one's like the military one. So where is it? He's got a flag on this side. So just like Vision's shirts, they're very comfortable. So I'm thinking about going down to the Hogan's Beach shop maybe Sunday afternoon and buying another one. So yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Anyway, but yeah, shout out to all the veterans. Hero says, if you see a vet, smoke a blizzy with him. Oh, you could do that too. That's very possible. You could very possibly do that. I'm not into drugs, but anyone that is, go for it. So the next bit of good news. So I get a message from Lord Pixel. Pixel is in Vegas right now, but I want to show you guys something. He sent me some pictures, Visions, from the airplane. So watch this. And I gave him some good advice. I gave him 4 rules in Vegas, and I'm going to read those 4 rules to you guys right now, buddy. So let me pull it up, and I don't think Pixel will mind if I show him this. So there's the first picture of him kind of looking out the window, and then it shows his destination in that one. Let's see here. It says distant to destination 3,259. Oh wow, look at that. Read that. Good Lord. So that's gonna be quite a long trip. For Pixel. So I wrote him back and said, let me read. So he sent me the pictures, and then I liked the pictures, and I said, is that the Vegas trip, buddy? I said, safe journey, buddy. Have fun. And he goes, oh, yes, sir. We just went over your old stomping ground, Fears, St. Louis. And I said, nice. Escape from New York was filmed there, buddy. My fave. And he went, yeah, I know, Fears. And then I said, well, buddy, I said, listen to these rules, and you'll have a good time. I said, number 1, don't get roofied. That's a good rule. Do not get roofied. Rule number 2, I said get at least 1 pic with a fake Elvis. Because there's fake Elvises everywhere in Vegas. So that just shows you how much fun, that you're having if you get drunk and you go on the strip. And then you go up to a fake Elvis, and you're like, "Yo, give me a selfie, buddy." Yeah, that's one of the things that Fears would do. So that's number 2. Number 3. Number 3. If you're gonna do cocaine, so I said number 3. I said Pixel. If you're gonna do cocaine, make sure you do cocaine off a hot slut's ass. That's important. That's important. Because, I mean, if you're going to make a horrible decision, why not do cocaine off a hot slut's ass? Right? Visions, I think you would approve of this. I would never do cocaine, but I know Pixel's dabbled. He's done acid a couple of times, and I think that's the only, as far as I know, that's the only drug he's ever done. And he smoked weed. So those two. But I said, listen, if you're going to smoke cocaine, if you're going to do cocaine, at least do it off a hot girl's ass, And then Pixel wrote, "Oh yeah, Fears, doing cocaine off a hooker's ass tonight." And I went, "Oh, nice, buddy." And I said, the most important rule number 4, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So I think I gave Pixel some pretty good advice, What do you think? Vision says smart. See, yeah. So yeah. Yep. Nah, I'm good, Joy Boy. I'm good. I'm really good. Let's see. Rezi says, I gotta go to sleep. I'm just popping by to say hello. All right, Rezi. Peace out. So, Visions, what do you think of the advice that I gave? I think I gave pretty good advice. So there's that. The next thing, I can't believe this happened, guys. So, when I got home from work, I was tired. I literally, I didn't even make breakfast. I literally just stopped at McDonald's, had some breakfast, ate it, took a shower, right to sleep, and then I woke up like 4 o'clock. So Fears has only been up since 4:30ish, and now it's almost 7. I was just exhausted. So I missed a lot of stuff going on, in the Discord, right? So a lot of stuff went down in the Discord. So I'm going to pull this up. So, and I got to give credit to Joey. Joey, I think, is really trying to make amends, Visions. I don't know if Joey's turned, a corner. But he's tried to be a little bit more nicer, a little bit more civil. I don't know. He may feel bad. Over the past 7 years, he's gave me a lot of shit. So I go into my somewhat Fears Man Discord, check out all that crap, and then I check out LC's. Joey writes me and says this. Let me pull it up. So apparently, that girl that basically, she didn't fuck me over, but she wasted my time for 3.5 weeks. Apparently, Joey found her and had a stern talk with her. So I'm going to pull it up. Let's see here. So Joey said, "Hey, Fears. Hey, man, I found that woman that broke your heart. She didn't really break my heart, and I didn't cry. I was just pissed that she wasted my time for 3.5 weeks. And then he said, I gave her a piece of my mind. He took a picture of their conversation. I don't know if this is the entire conversation, but here's what in the picture, she says, sorry, who's this? And then he posts a picture of me, and he says, this is the man that you broke his heart. And she said, and you're who? And then Joey said, his best friends. Here, listen, Joey, let's take one step at a time. I wouldn't consider me and Joey best friends. I would consider us acquaintances, but not best friends yet. You've really hurt my feelings a lot over the years, Joey. So let's one step at a time, buddy. Maybe we could be friends later on, once I gain your trust. But you've really fucked me over the years. But I appreciate that he's trying to be better. So he said, Fears cried for over 2 hours. That's not true. I didn't cry over her, not 0 times. And I asked Joey about that, and Joey said, well, Fears, I had to make her feel bad. And then she says, okay, look, I'm sorry about your friend. He's such a nice guy, and I don't want to hurt him. Well, guess what? You shouldn't have wasted my time. You didn't really hurt my feelings. You just wasted my time. And then she said, but we kind of had a misunderstanding, which didn't give me the option, so I just ended it. No, I gave you the option. This girl. Her nickname, I'm not going to say her real name, but her nickname is Gina. So I called her Gina. I'm not going to say her real name, but I gave her the option, look, I want nothing to do with crypto. I don't know. I kind of know what it is. I'm like, it seems like a waste of time. I'm like, if you're into it, great. I'm not into it. I don't want anything to do with it. So then I said, either you want to hang out and get to know me, or you want to bullshit around and play all these games, which I'm not into playing games, and I'm not into wasting people's time. So I'm gonna go, because clearly you're not interested. I said, all you're interested in is crypto, So I responded. Joey said, she isn't gonna hurt my friend. And then Eli said, you are a good friend. And I said, you lied, Joey. I said, I didn't cry for 2 hours, but I appreciate you sticking up for me. And then he said, I had to make her feel bad, Fears. And so then I said, then he said, I really stuck it to her. And I said, well, thanks, buddy. I said, I guess it worked because she contacted me, and I will tell what she said to me on stream. So I guess whatever Joey said, he just showed me a portion of their conversation. I'm sure the conversation went on longer than that. So I guess she felt bad because she blocked me. She blocked me on Facebook, and she blocked me on Instagram. So I wake up from my nap, and normally I take a shower after I get up from a nap. I already had a shower, the start of the morning. But just to, because you always feel kind of like crummy when you wake up. You feel grimy. So I took a shower. All of a sudden, my phone goes off, as I'm getting dressed, and I'm going to prepare for the stream. So she messaged me around, I woke up around 4. She messaged me around, 4:30-ish. She's got some nerve to say what she said, but I said this, and I wasn't trying to be a dick to her. I just told the truth, because she did waste my time. And Vision, I'll get to your comment in a minute. So let me read you what I said and she said. So, and I know she felt guilty because the first thing, so she unblocks me on Instagram. That's pretty childish to block somebody. But she had her own agenda, and we all know what her agenda was. I mean, I don't want to put words in her mouth. It seemed like all she cared about was crypto. Maybe she cared about hanging out a little bit. I don't really know. I don't know what to believe with this girl anymore. But she writes, she goes, hey. And then I wrote, hi. I said, hey, you blocked me on Facebook. And she goes, yes, I did. And then I said, listen, I don't understand why you had to do that in the first place. I was nothing but nice to you the whole time we talked. And then she said, it's okay. There's no big deal, John. Look, John, I don't want to hurt you, and I didn't mean to do what I did. And so she said, so what do you want to do now? And then I was astounded that she said that. I said, wow, it's not a big deal. I'm like, it actually kind of is a big deal. You wasted my time for 3.5 weeks. So I wrote as nice as I possibly could. I said, well, Gina, I said, actually, it is a big deal. I said, you kind of hurt my feelings. I said, I'm not a bitch, but you kind of hurt my feelings. I said, you wasted my time for 3.5 weeks. I said, I was open and honest, and all it seemed like you were concerned about was crypto and not me and not getting to know each other. I said, I was really trying to get to know you. I said, you seemed great, right? So then I said, then she said, I'm sorry about that, but there's more to life. I agree on that. There is more to life. Yeah, there's more to life than crypto. And then she goes, I know you're a good person, but I don't want to go against my principles. These are the things I check first before going ahead and meeting someone. And then I said, you're not getting it. I said, you accused me of not having good intentions, but I really did. I talked to you for 3.5 weeks. I said, I was nothing but nice to you for those 3 weeks. I said, I bought all that stuff for the date, and then you cancel on me at the last waking moment. And you canceled over crypto. I said, it's an app. Big deal. I said, I gave you an opportunity to date a great guy. And then you accuse me of not being able to take care of my lady. How do you know I couldn't take care of my lady? You've never met me. I said, you don't know me. And then I said, I don't have to explain myself, but I will. I said, any girl that I've ever dated, I've took care of and I've been really nice to. I said, just to clarify, I said, every girl I've dated, they've said I've been romantic and I've took care of them. because I know how to treat a lady and I'm a gentleman. So, and then I said, so then I wrote, so I think I'm just going to walk away because I said, we talked for 3 weeks and you ended up wasting my time. I said, I'm saying this as politely as I possibly can. You need to grow up and not worry so much about crypto and more about people's feelings. Have a good day. And then she said, are you going to block me? And I said, no, I'm not childish. I'm not going to block you. But I said, I think it's a good idea if we don't talk. I said, if you want to follow me on Instagram still, go for it. I said, but I'm done. And that was pretty much it. So I doubt I'll ever hear from her again. If I do, I'll let you guys know. But I'm like, you need to stop worrying about crypto. You know, I said, if you would have actually listened and gotten to know me over those 3 weeks, I mean, I'm sure she listened a bit, but I'm a really nice guy. I would have treated her like a lady, and it kind of offended me. I'm like, you don't know me. I you don't know how I date girls. I'm like, every girl I've dated, I've treated them with dignity and respect. I treat them like a lady. Never had any complaints from Casey. Never had any complaints from all the other. Now, sometimes in relationships, you know, I didn't always agree with the girl, but anytime I've dated a girl, I've always treated them with dignity and respect. And I've bought them, you know, flowers and chocolates that girls usually like, and I've took them on nice dates. If it's their birthday or their mom's birthday, I've bought each of them a gift. I was like, you don't know me, Gina. Trust me, I know how to treat a lady. My dad's no fool. I'm no fool. My mom and dad raised me with morals. I have morals. I have values. I'm a gentleman. I know how to treat a lady. Who are you to decide that I can't take care of a lady and that I don't have good intentions? I have good intentions. It was you that fucked up. Well, I'm worrying more about crypto and I could care less about John Fears. Well, guess what? If you're going to waste my time, later. Peace. I'm out of here, you know? Anyway, Vision says, oh yeah, by the way, what's up, Joy Boy? Oh, wow. Joy Boy says, I'm just about to fry up some crack. Be careful, buddy. Shh, be careful. That's all I'm going to say. I wouldn't suggest frying up some crack, but be careful. Vision says, the norm was to say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, unless you get herpes or kill a hooker. That's true. That's very true. That's very true, Vision. Yeah, Pixel, don't kill a hooker and don't get herpes, because that shit's horrible. I wouldn't know from personal experience, but I've heard that getting herpes is horrible. Pixel, I can't emphasize. Do not kill a hooker. Wouldn't that be nuts, Visions? All of a sudden on the news. Well, Pixel Protocol, while sniffing cocaine off a girl's ass, it turned out lethal. Oh, shit! You know, oh my God. Joy Boy says, oh, my fears, is the date on? The date is definitely not on. I mean, listen, I appreciate the girl's apology. And I think she liked me a bit. But I don't really like that she wanted to get money out of me, you know? That's kind of a gold digger type of thing. But before all the crypto shit, she seemed like a really great girl. She was like beautiful. I was like, oh wow, she helps out her family business. Her and her cousin run a clothing store, and she's a banker. Her mom and dad are from France, and then she told me her mom and dad own a restaurant in France. I was like, wow, this is really cool. This is really impressive. I'm like, she seems like she's got her shit together like I do. I was like, this could be the start of something good. So it's not really my fault. It's her fault for worrying more about this when she should have been worrying more about, you know, me and her getting to know each other, hanging out. Because I wrote in the message, I said, if you would have just went on the date, I would have took care of you. I said, I know how to treat a lady. Anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, I bought some stuff for the date. Like I was gonna make a lunch. I was gonna make a little picnic because Randy gave me that idea. He was like, "Well, Fears, instead of taking her to that really nice restaurant like off that dock, you know the place. I always go to the same spot at the beach. It's like the perfect spot. Like that dock, Visions and Joy Boy way off into the distance. Well, there's a nice restaurant on that dock, and I've always wanted to go there. And I've bought some, not ice cream, it's that lemon ice stuff. there's a little lemon ice place up there, because I can't have ice cream, but I can have the lemon ice. So I went up there one day when I went to the beach alone, and I didn't film it, but I took a picture, I think, of the lemon ice place. No, that was the other lemon ice place I went to, because I uploaded that video on my TikTok. But I did it off camera. And then when I was up there on the dock, I found out, oh yeah, there's a great restaurant on the other part of the dock. And I went, oh, nice. I said, I'll have to check it out sometime. So Randy was like, well, Fierce. He goes, save that for a vlog. Go to that restaurant, a vlog. He goes, why don't you make it more personal? He goes, why don't you, like, make her a little picnic and you guys could have a picnic on the beach? I went, Randy, that's a great idea. So I bought that. Then I bought, like, the new clothes, you know? I bought a nice new beach shirt, a new Hawaiian shirt. I bought some more swimming trunks because I wanted my outfit to look amazing. I wanted everything for the date to look perfect. So it was kind of fucked up. I buy all that shit, and then she's like, oh, yeah, try by. See you fucking later. And I'm like, wow. So I appreciate her apology, but, and I accept her apology, but she had some nerve to message me. But here's the thing. I don't think she ever would have messaged me unless Joey talked to her and said, look, you really, like, need to get your priorities straight. I don't know exactly what Joey said, because he only showed me a portion of the message, but I believe Joey that he really, like, stuck the screws into her, you know, because it was I guess like he wrote her hours ago. Well, there was a couple of hours in between that she didn't message me. She probably thought about it for a while and said, yeah, I probably hurt that guy's feelings. I probably should message him and say sorry. And then when she was like, are you going to block me? I said, I'm not going to block you. I said, if you want to follow me on Instagram, go for it. But I said, I really don't have any interest in talking. I said, the only way I would talk to you again is if you actually wanted to, forgot all the crypto shit, and you actually wanted to go out and hang out, which I doubt will happen. But I gave her an ultimatum. I said, the only way that I would talk to you again, I said, I appreciate the apology, is if you didn't waste my time, you actually wanted to get to know me, and we actually hung out, you know, and forgot all this crypto nonsense bullshit. I doubt that'll happen, though. So I said, no, I'm not immature. I'm not going to block you. I said I told her, I didn't read this part, but I told her off this stream, I said, I only block people when I absolutely have to. So I said, I'm not going to block you. But she hasn't responded back. So I just told her, I said, I would think about what I said, because you really need to get your priorities straight. Because if she keeps doing that, then she's never going to find a nice person, you know. So I wish her well. I doubt I'll ever hear from her ever again. If I do, I would be astounded, and I would let you guys know. But anyway, let's move on. But anyway, Visions, you make a good point. Yeah, Pixel, you know what? I'm going to write Pixel and tell him that. I'm going to write Pixel and said, and be like, Visions, rule number 5. Do not kill a hooker. So yeah, so I'm going to put, oh yeah, buddy, one more thing. Rule number 5. Vision says, don't kill a hooker. I mean, that's good advice. That's good advice. Because listen, Visions, if Pixel did do that, well, that would be the end of Pixel, and he'd be away from the community forever. So, it's good advice. Don't kill a hooker. You could have fun with a hooker. You know, boobies, booze. Just don't kill a hooker. But you know what? Pixel is a pretty smart guy, and he's my buddy, my pal, so I don't think we have anything to worry about, you know. But Pixel, get off your ass and actually shoot some cool video of the Vegas trip and upload it to Pixel Protocol, for God's sakes. It's been, what, how many years since we've had a video on there? 3, 4 years? I need me some more Pixel Protocol footage. I'm not even that bad, you know. I think the worst I ever have been is I didn't upload a video for like 4 or 5 months after my dad's death. I did some live streams, but I don't think I uploaded a video after my dad's death for like 4 or 5 months. I just needed that time. I was like, yeah, fuck this. I'm like, I'm not uploading any videos. I'm like, I need some me time. I need some me time. Anyway, Visions, how's the day been? Well, I'm going to ask everybody, but, Visions is my friend. Visions, how's the day been? Joy Boy, Rezzy, Larry, who else is in here? LC, how has the day been? My day's been pretty good. It just is, I'm telling you, I was exhausted. I come into work last night, right? Come into work last night, and my manager came and said, hey, John, I got to have a talk with you. It was so insane the night before. She goes, you need to work on, and I've been taking criticism better. When I was younger, I couldn't take any criticism, and I regret that because I was immature. She goes, I'm not trying to get on you. She goes, before we start, do you think I can just talk to you for 2 minutes? I said, yeah, sure. I said, what's going on? She goes, you always do a good job. You work hard. She goes, just the driver was kind of complaining the other night. I said, what about? She's like, well, you know how certain boxes go in certain areas? Because there's two types of trucks. There's one truck where it's easy, where they have all the sections numbered off in the truck. So you just match up the box to the number. Box number 1, 2, 3. Then on the wall, there's a little compartment that says 1, 2, 3. All the boxes of 1, 2, 3 go in that little compartment. There's another box where it's just, there's another truck where it's completely open, and they say, all the even boxes go on the left, and all the odd boxes go on the right. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, they go on the right. And all the evens, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, go on the left. And they said, but you have to keep all the boxes, so all the 2s go here, all the 4s go here. And she said, just work on trying to keep all the 2s, all the 4s together. And I said, yeah. And then I said her name. I said, yeah, her name. I'm really sorry. I said, it was... The other night was a mess. She goes, oh, John. She goes, you don't have to tell me. She goes, I was running around with my head cut off. And I said, but yes. I said, absolutely. I said, I understand. I said, tell that driver I'm really sorry. And I said, I promise tonight, which was last night. I said, I promise tonight everything will be clean, neat, organized. I said, I didn't mean to throw everything every which way. I said boxes were flying off a mile a minute. She goes, oh, John. She goes, I saw you. She goes, you only had 1 or 2 water breaks, the whole night. She goes, and usually, you keep really good hydrated. I said, yeah. I said, in between the light loads, I'm always drinking my water bottle, staying hydrated, because that type of job, you got to stay hydrated, or you'll pass out because it's so hot in there, and everyone's running around. And so, yeah. So, I lose a lot of weight at this job. She goes, well, I appreciate the talk, John. She goes, I appreciate you taking my advice and my criticism. She goes, most people don't here. She goes, they get really mad. And then I told her, I said, that was me when I was younger. I said, nobody could tell me anything when I was young. I'm like, I'm right. I'm always right. You're always wrong. Fuck you. Fuck your criticism. I don't need it. It's me, 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 me. That's how I was when I was young. And I was such an idiot to do that. But, when you're young, you have to make all those stupid decisions and all that. So I've wised up a lot, in my adulthood. So she's like, yeah, she goes, you take criticism pretty good now. I said, yeah, I have my moments, but I said I take criticism way better today. And I told her, I said, tell that driver I'm sorry that it was a mess the other night. I said, it will be immaculate. It will be clean. I said, all the 2s, 4s, 6, 8s, 1, 3, 5, 9. I said, they'll all be in the right order. I promise. She came back a few hours later and she goes, John, the truck looks phenomenal. And I'm like, I told you. I said, I try to learn from my mistakes. She goes, oh, yeah. She goes, you're doing great. And I said, I appreciate it. I fist bumped her, got right back to work. It was good. It was a good night. But by the time I got off of work, I was exhausted. So, and I hated that I stopped at McDonald's. I was like, I'll just go home. I'll make some toast. But halfway, I'm like, oh, God, I'm so fucking tired. Fuck that noise. I said, I'm just going to get some McDonald's, take a shower, eat it real quick, get on a good, and it went from a good sleep to a long napo. And I mean long. I went to bed around 9, and I woke up around 4, so I was snoozing all day. And I hate that I wasted my entire Friday, because I had a bunch of errands to do. I wanted to mail something. I'm finally going to go mail that mug for my mom. Well, I'm going to do that tomorrow. So I'm going to get up extra early tomorrow, and before Elsie's party, I'm going to get all those errands done. I had to go grocery shopping. I wanted to get on a haul, I wanted to get on a Goodwill, Walmart, thrift store. My friend told me about this flea market, Visions. I may hit up the flea market tomorrow, during the day. And then there's a new comic book shop that I wanted to go check out. I may go there tomorrow and film it. Because I'm also looking for Yakov's gift. So I had a shitload of things to do today, and then all of a sudden I woke up and I looked over at the clock and I'm like, oh shit, it's 4, almost 4:30. God damn. But I needed that rest. I mean, I swear, visions, I kid you not. I got off of work, I'm walking to my car and I'm like a fucking zombie. I'm like, durr, durr. I was like a tar man on crack, buddy. Like, instead of brains, I was like, sleep. I need me some sleep. My brain was like fucking Jello, man. I kid you not, my brain was like Jello, dude. And I'm getting towards my car, and my friend that partnered me is like, John, like, you all right? I'm like, it took me forever to get the sentence out because I was so tired. I was like, yeah, man, I'm cool. I'm like, I'm just exhausted. I said, that was a crazy night last night. I said it was good. I said it was a good night. I said it was just a crazy night. You guys know, and I've always told you, anything over 40,000, it's either a little shit show or an intense shit show. And we only had 42,000 last night, thank God. Like, if it hits 50,000 boxes or 60,000, I know I'm not getting off until 10:30. The longest I've ever stayed there was 11 in the morning, and that was around Christmas time. It's cool I got some extra hours, but around Christmas time, well, you guys know that. Everyone wants to get their Christmas done and their Christmas shopping done more sooner than later, because if you wait like the last week of like the Christmas week, you're absolutely, I don't mean to curse, but you're absolutely fucked. You know, all the stores are insane. There's people running around. I always get my shopping done. Always. Either right before Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving or that first week of December, like December 1st through the 10th. Depends on my schedule. And I usually mail everything out, like to my mom and my brother and my brother's wife and all that, by December 13th, 14th. So they'll get it on Christmas morning. I'm very organized when it comes to the holidays. I mean, you kind of have to be. If you just like fucking wing it, then you're fucked. Because I actually like to enjoy. People bitch and moan about the holidays. Oh man, I gotta go fucking shopping. Well, you wouldn't have to bitch and moan if you planned. If you got all your shopping done before and took care of your family, then you'd be like, oh shit, I'm all done. Now these last 2 weeks of the Christmas holiday, I can just enjoy it. I can get drunk, open some presents, watch A Christmas Carol, like Fears always does, you know. It's a good movie. You guys should watch it. I watch all the variations of A Christmas Carol because, they have fucking like 15 versions out. I watch every single version. Even the fucking hilarious ones that don't make any sense. I'll still watch it. I've got shitloads of Christmas movies over there, so that's what I do. You got to plan so you don't have to be like running around with your fucking head cut off. Oh God, there's 3 days of Christmas. I haven't even started shopping yet. That's your own damn fault because you didn't plan ahead. Plan ahead, and then you won't be fucking running around terrorizing in the shops and shit, having your mind all fucking like conjumbled. Oh God, I don't know what to do. You know exactly what to do. Plan ahead, and then your mind wouldn't be fucking corrupted the last 3 days of Christmas, and then you're trying to like finish all your shopping at the last fucking waking moment. You know what I'm saying? Gotta plan ahead. Anyway, Pretend Story says, oh man, you keep messing up the boxes, dude. Driver's probably... No, well, that was the first time I messed up in the 9 or 10 months I've worked there, Pretend Stories. The reason why I messed up, you have to have all the boxes together because like all those 2 boxes and all those 4 boxes goes to a certain area. And it was such a rush, I just kind of threw it in the truck and I was like, they'll worry about it later. I shouldn't have done that, so it was my fault. But that's the first time, I'm telling you, if you guys would have saw it, not last night, 2 nights ago, it was an absolute, that was probably the worst night I've ever worked there. I mean, nobody yelled at me or anything, just the boxes kept coming. Normally we get breaks. Like you'll have a mad rush for like an hour and a half, right, Visions? Then all of a sudden the next hour, it'll be like a light load that comes down the chute. And then the next hour, I'm like, oh shit, I haven't had a box in 30 minutes. Great, I'm going to go and get a water break. And I'll just stand, by my truck or sit down in my truck and just, take a few gulps of water. I'm like, sweet. I got some time to rest. I haven't had a box in 25 minutes. And I'll normally down a whole thing of water, and then I go to the restroom, fill up my water bottle, and then by the time I come back, then you hear a buzzer go off, and that's the next time where the boxes come down. I'm like, all right, I'm ready to rock and roll, you know? But there was no breaks 2 nights ago. Now, last night it wasn't too bad. We had a couple of rushes, and then we had those rare moments like I didn't have a rush for like 15 minutes. I did exactly what I just said. Went to the bathroom, downed a whole thing of water, refilled the water up, chatted with my boss for like 5 or 6 minutes. She goes, what's your weekend plans? I'm like, nothing, just a chill weekend. I said, I'm hanging out with a buddy, going to a party. I said, Friday, I'll probably do a live stream for my audience and my YouTube friends. And then I said, Saturday, I'll probably get some errands done and maybe go see a movie. And then Sunday, I'm going to go to church. And then Sunday afternoon, I'll probably get some, I may go to the Friar Tuck and get their Sunday roast because I haven't done that in a while. So, and then after the Sunday roast, maybe go see Guardians of the Galaxy. I said, and I told them, remember I told you guys, I said, unless it's a vacation, I normally let the weekend come to me. Like, now it's a vacation, I plan a lot. Because I want to do certain things on my vacation. A weekend, I've never been really good at, like, organizing my time off. I usually like to have the weekend come to me and whatever happens, happen. And, I just kind of wing the weekends. Unless it's like, if I'm determined to go to that convention or I've got something planned. Like, next weekend, I'm going to plan. Me and Sam, we're going to go axe throwing. We're going to get dinner. Then we're going to do a drunk, well, I should tell you guys, I was planning to do a drunk stream with Sam. Sam called me about 2 minutes before and said, dude, I'm all for filming a vlog. He goes, I'm just not in the mood to do a drunk stream. He goes, we already did a drunk stream with you, me, and Tommy. So he's like, can we just, like, at the end of the night, just hang out and chill? I said, can we record a vlog? He goes, oh yeah. He goes, I'm all down for recording a vlog. He goes, I just want to relax and just hang out with my buddy. I said, that's cool. I said, we don't have to do a stream. I'm like, I'll tell the fans. I said, I was planning to do a drunk stream with you, but I said, I think the fans wanted it. And I said, I'll tell you what, Sam. I said, if you change your mind by next Saturday, I said, you let me know, buddy. He goes, dude, I'm still down to hang out. He goes, we'll do everything. He goes, I just don't want to do a drunk stream. And I went, all right. I said, no worries, buddy. I said, you know me, I'm easy Ozzy. So I just try and let the weekend come to me. I'm like, my philosophy for the weekends is something will come up. It always does, That's why I'm not really stressing about what should I do on my weekend, Let's see. Vision says there's probably a ton of garage sales and flea markets happening around your area year-round. Oh, yeah, there is, Visions. Literally. All you have to do, it's this easy. I go on my phone, Visions, and I literally write garage sales near me, flea markets near me, Goodwill near me. Because I don't always go to the same Goodwill. Sometimes I do. Other times I'm like, you know what? I fucking had it with that Goodwill. I've been there like 20 times in a row. Time for a change. Let me go somewhere else, So I'll be like, Goodwill in Kissimmee, Goodwill in Orlando, Goodwill in Tampa. I've went to some Goodwills out in Tampa, And that's Tampa from where I live. Well, without traffic, it's probably an hour. With traffic, you're looking at like an hour and 30, 45 minutes. Anytime I go to the convention out in Tampa, I always leave early, buddy, because I know I'm going to hit traffic. You guys saw in the vlog. Remember what happened in the last vlog? I'm driving. I'm almost there, right? I'm almost there. All of a sudden, I flip on the camera, and I show you guys that lady flew off. It was a lady and a husband, and I think they had a kid with them, I think. I don't know how this happened, but she flew off the interstate, went down the embankment, and flipped her car in the ditch. And I got it on the vlog. She's standing by the state trooper, and her whole arm, if you zoom in, I think there was some blood on her t-shirt. I mean, I kind of zoomed in the footage. She got hurt a little bit. I don't know what happened, but and I didn't ask because remember I was driving by. I just had to basically stick my vlog camera out the window. Oh no, I didn't even have the window down. I just went like this, and I had my hand on the steering wheel, and I was just driving by, kind of narrating what happened. And I even said a prayer for them. I was like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "This is a bad wreck." I'm like, "It's not just a little wreck; it's bad." And I mean, and then some. I'm like, I was shocked that they were alive because not only did she rocket fire off the highway, went down an embankment, hit the bottom of the ditch, flipped her car, and it was on the edge of the ditch. So she didn't just flip her car once. it had to have flipped a couple of times to get to the edge of the ditch. And then there was a picket, there was a fence, like a barbed wire fence, and her car was right near the barbed wire fence in the vlog. And so I was like, well, I got to get this for the vlog. And I was like, oh shit, I hope she's all right. Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. But just go ahead and study Jigsaw. We'll get the Jigsaw in a minute, because I want to dig deep in this movie. Visions, I forgot to ask you, are you a big fan of the Jigsaw series? I mean, I would think, because you're a big horror fan, just like Fears. Go ahead and write your response while I'm using the restroom. What do you think? A fan of the Saw series, yay or nay? Just go, oh, hang on. There we go. Just go ahead and study Jigsaw. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. My bad. Whew, I had to go. Dropping a deuce in the deuce. All right, I'm back. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. All right. Vision says, I liked them when they first started coming out, but then I felt they were beating a dead horse. Dude, they beat that horse and then some. They pretty much whipped a horse's ass. They were just spewing out the Saw content. It was getting a little old. And then Vision says, I lost interest around part 5. Well, I'll be honest, buddy. The first 3 are amazing, you know? I think they should have stopped at 3, because it's a perfect trilogy. You create the villain, you know, in number 1. Number 2, you see the villain at his most evil, in his prime. And then in the third one, they kill the villain off. Perfect trilogy. Perfect. Should have been done at 3, buddy. 4 was good. 5 was, 6 was El Napo. 7 was an intense Napo. And then this one I actually enjoyed because they did something different in it. So, Visions, I think you'd like this one. I don't know if have you seen this one? They did something a little bit different. Because they're like, well, we've made 7. How are we going to get the fans to come back for part 8? Let alone Spiral part 9, you know what I'm saying? And I heard online they're making a 10th. Whew. Man, oh man, oh man. But anyway, well, we'll get to it. Let's see. Joy Boy says, have you ever taken a few days off and just relaxed? Yeah, I have, buddy. I have. Actually, I do that every couple of months, Joy Boy. I'll just be like, you know what? I've been working for a month straight. Sometimes I'll either call in sick or I'll just put in some days and just, I'll either, talk to you guys, or sometimes I won't stream at all. and I'll just like watch movies all weekend, or I'll just nap. I'll just nap all weekend, or a mixture of both. So, oh yeah, for sure I've done that. And someone just messaged me. Give me 1 second. All right. So Visions, have you seen this one yet? Have you seen this one yet? Anyway. But no matter what you guys do this weekend, I hope you guys have a good time with your friends, your family. Like I said, if you guys have any vets in your family, or if anyone in the community is a vet, I appreciate your service. I appreciate all the vets. I think it's so cool that my dad was a vet, I did think about serving my country. I did. But in the end, I was like, my dad said, whatever you this is how cool my dad was. My dad's like, yes, I would like you to go to college. He goes, but if you don't and you just want to get a job, he goes, whatever you want to do, he goes, I just want my son to be happy. He goes, I want you to be successful and I want you to be happy. And I was like, well, I appreciate that, Dad. And for a while, I just worked. My dad's like, that's what I would do, John. He goes, just work until you figure out what you want to study in school. And I went, all right. So that's why most people go to college like at 20, 21. I didn't go to college until I was 24. So I started film school from 2007, and I graduated with my 2 double majors 2010. I've never seen my dad more happy and more proud of me than when I walked across. And I had 2 graduations because I got the associate's degree, and then, I walked across 4 times because I had a double major. So they did it like this. I walked across for my first degree, the associate's, of 1 degree, and then I walked across the stage for my bachelor's, and then when my second degree came up, I did it twice. So, and each time I sat with Randall twice in the crowd, in the crowd, and then my other degree I sat by my friend Brian, because Randall only got 1 bachelor's and I got 2. So yeah, buddy. But yeah, so that's how cool my dad was. I do miss him. I miss him a lot, especially on days like today where you guys, I think I've shown you in the vlog. So like, remember when Fears would vlog in the mansion that my mom and dad owned? My dad had some of his military awards up. My mom still got all of them in a box somewhere. My mom's going to make like a little tribute and put them all up again in her house somewhere. She was like, yeah, I just can't figure out a way to do it. I was like, listen, I said, whenever I come into town, if you need some help, Mom, I said, we could buy some frames. And she goes, oh, they're all in frames, John. She goes, I just don't know where I'm going to put them in the house and how I'm going to set them up. I said, well, I made a little tribute for Dad. I said, in my bedroom, in my apartment. And she was like, yeah, I saw it. She was like, your Aunt Donna said that you posted something on Instagram and on Facebook. And I was like, yep, I did. And then she goes, well, I hope you don't mind. Your Aunt Donna just snagged a photo and showed it to me. And I was like, no, that's fine. So yeah. So shout out to all the vets, man. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I don't know if Visions is still here. Visions, you still here, buddy? Because I asked you about Jigsaw. I don't know. Visions could be busy right now. I know Visions likes to listen and work on his prints sometimes. Have you ever seen this one, Visions? Let me know. Anyway, let's continue on. So, If you guys have got any big plans this weekend, let me know. Let Fears know in the chat. What are you guys doing this weekend? I pretty much told you what I'm going to do this weekend. I'm going to watch some movies. I'm going to edit. I'm going to do some errands. Go to some thrift stores and maybe some flea markets tomorrow during the day. Hanging out with LC tomorrow night. Celebrating 15K, man. Oh yeah. Well, when he was on the phone with me, he said he was at 14,680 something. But he said, Fears, I guarantee you by tonight or by tomorrow morning, I'll hit 15K. And I was like, oh, God. I'm like, that's awesome, buddy. Yo! Vision says, I'm here. I'm just trying to work, buddy. Oh, sorry, Vision. I didn't know that you were working, man. My bad. Vision says, I haven't seen that one. Oh, okay. Well, if you get a chance, buddy, I think you would like this one because it's something different. It's not the typical sequel. They do a little bit of a sequel, but it's a little bit of a prequel, too. It shows basically like it shows his very first game, his very first few traps. but they also like it's like 10 years after he died, and then there's one scene like where they like unearth his grave, unearth his coffin. So when I review this, I'm gonna have to review it very carefully because I don't want to ruin it for Visions. But if Visions doesn't care that I review it, because I don't know if Visions is gonna watch it or not. But yeah. Anyway, also I set some money aside. Visions, I haven't bought anything off of Amazon. I've been doing really good. I've been saving my money, but Fears is starting to get that itch again. I haven't bought anything off of Etsy in a while, or Amazon, or eBay. I think this weekend I may buy Battle Truck. I'm either Battle Truck or maybe a movie prop. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see whatever tickle Fears' fancy. I'm gonna buy something though, because I love eBay shopping and I love Etsy shopping. One thing I really did find, it's going to enhance pretend store. I'm sorry, Triple will love this. Like Visions, like I love doing my Halloween / Christmas tree. This year, it's not going to be so much a Nightmare Before Christmas. It's just going to be a Halloween tree in general. Just everything fucking Halloween on there. So there'll be Nightmare Before Christmas shit on there. There'll be I bought a Freddy Krueger. Oh, I'm sorry, not a Freddy Krueger. I bought a Michael Myers ornament. So I'm gonna put a Michael Myers ornament. I'm gonna take my Jason mask over there. Put my Jason mask either inside the tree or at the base of the tree. I'm gonna put my Ghostbuster trap down there. So it's gonna be just a Halloween tree. But a couple of months back, I found this, and I just wrote Christmas / Halloween wrapping paper. And this girl's, well, she's not a girl, she's a woman. She's like around my age. She hand makes this epic wrapping paper, Visions, for any type of holiday. Like Christmas, birthday, but it's all like Halloween themed or Christmas themed. And I was like, wow. I was like, okay, I'm like, here's what I do. I'm like, I'll order like 2 or 3 rolls of that Halloween one. And I think I told you guys about this. It's basically a jack-o'-lantern. And it's glowing. It's glowing, but it's also got a Santa hat on it. I said, that's what I'm wrapping all my Christmas presents in. So I can't wait. I cannot wait. It'll enhance the Christmas tree. Because last year I just did a Nightmare Before Christmas wrapping paper. Nothing against it. I thought it was cool, but I'm like, all right, this year's tree, I gotta switch it up, for the fans and for me. So it's still going to be a Halloween tree, but I'm going to just focus on everything that's Halloween. Not just Nightmare, everything Halloween. Vision says, not to be rude, not to sound rude, Fears. Oh, you're never rude, Visions. He goes, not to sound rude, but you should buy those gifts for the giveaway. I am. I'm going to buy one this week, and then the other 2, I'm going to buy after my rent is paid. So, yeah. But no, I told everybody money's kind of tight right now. I really shouldn't buy anything this weekend. I really shouldn't. So maybe I won't, I'm still going to go to the flea market, but maybe I should wait on buying something off of eBay. Yeah, you're right, Visions. You know what? I'll go to the flea market and use that little money that I put aside for the flea market or the Goodwill or whatever. But I'll wait on the Etsy shopping and on the eBay shopping, buddy. So Battle Truck will have to wait because I have to buy the gifts first because I'm a man of my word, and you're getting a $20 gift card. The dude's getting a $10 Starbucks card. The hardest one to find is for Yakov because Yakov wrote me and said, "Hey, Fears, nothing against Marvel." He goes, "I just like Star Wars better." And I was like, if you want a Star Wars character, I'm like, I'll get it. I said, what type do you want? And he's like, I don't care. Just get me anything Stormtrooper related. I'm like, I'll find you a cool Stormtrooper. Right on. So, yeah. Plus, Visions inspire me. I'm going to throw in a little extra goodie, because Visions always throws in those extra goodies. So, Visions, you inspire me. I got a little surprise coming. Shh. I can't tell you guys. But it's going to be rad. It's going to be good. It's just 1 or 2 extra little goodies in there. It'll be good, buddy. It'll trust me. It'll be worth the wait. But I'm gonna get on it. I promise you. My word is my bond, and trust me, The last people I would fuck over is Visions, the dude, and Yakov. I have no intention. I've just been working like crazy. I had to pay off some bills. Now rent's coming up. So after rent, then I'll get the other two gifts. But this weekend, I'm going to buy at least one of them. Since I already have your address, Visions, I'll probably buy yours first. So I'm going to take care of that this weekend, buddy. So, well, if I can buy it tomorrow, hopefully I can get it shipped off by tomorrow. I'll have to check. I forgot when the... I know they're not open Sunday, but I know they're open certain hours on Saturday, and they close early on Saturday, my post office. I think they close on Saturday at 3. So I'm going to wake up. I mean, I'm getting an early start tomorrow. I'm going to wake up like 8:30, 9, take a shower, make myself some toast and eggs, do like something real quick, and then I'm out the door. I need to get my neck hair trimmed. So I've got a lot of errands that I need to do tomorrow. I mean, I'm still going to have fun and enjoy the weekend, but I need to get these errands done. So, yeah. Plus, my manager came up to me and said, Fears, make sure you put in your time off. I said, well, I already did. They said, well, Fears, the problem with that is they said our computer is like from 1993. And they said, we need to update our computer. I said, oh, yeah? I said, what's going on? So my lady manager said this. She goes, I had to cancel your vacation, Fears. I said, oh, really? She goes, no. She goes, don't worry. She goes, it's not your fault. She goes, it's our damn computer's fault. And I said, oh, what happened? She goes, they haven't updated the fucking software in, like, since 94, 95. I went, oh, man. And she goes, I don't know if it's that far back, but she goes, they haven't updated it in a while. So she said, you can't put in your vacation time more than 2 months. She goes, you have to put it in, like, 3 weeks before your trip or a month before your trip. I said, yeah. I said, well, the reason why I put it in like 3 months in advance, I said I wanted to make sure there was not a chance in hell that you guys wouldn't approve it. She goes, Fears, she goes, you haven't took a vacation since you started working here. She goes, I'm not going to not say you can't go visit your mom. I said, yeah. I said, my mom really needs me right now. And I said, I'm going to take like a week off in July. I said, my dad needs me. And she goes, well, I understand that. I said, I haven't went to go visit my dad's grave since it happened. I said, when it did happen, I went to my dad's grave like 3 or 4 times. I went a lot after the funeral. But then I had to get back to work because I didn't want to lose my job and shit. And my dad understands that. My mom understands that. I wish I would have stayed longer, though. But I took your guys' advice. I stayed from when my dad got super sick. Because he was doing great, but then... I'm not blaming anyone. One of his doctors or nurses or somebody at the intensive care unit gave him COVID, and that's what pushed it into overdrive, and I'm really pissed off about that. Because my dad, you guys should have saw it in his eyes. He's like, hey, I'm actually doing better. Maybe I'll pull through. And I'm a realist. I was like, well, some days I don't think it's going to happen, but other days I'm like, actually, Dad, you're doing really good. So there was always a slither of hope, or more than, actually, I don't want to lie, more than a sliver of hope. But then as soon as my dad got COVID, the doctor pulled me and my brother and my mom aside, and he says, it's not looking good. He goes, now we're on the down spiral. And I was like, oh, dude, don't fucking say that. And I'm trying not to get emotional when I talk about this, but the minute the doctor said, all we can do now is just make him as comfortable as possible. My mom breaks down, and I don't know about you guys, but that's the worst sound in the world. To hear your mom cry, and I've never seen my mom break down. I've seen my mom break down and cry for other things, but I've never seen my mom break down and cry that intense. I didn't know what the fuck to do. I was like, well, there's only one thing I can do. I'm like, just go over there, Fears, and just give your mom a hug and just give her a kiss and just stay by her side. My brother did the same thing. It was crazy, man. So, but yeah, I stayed for almost a month. I stayed for 3.5 weeks because I told my mom, fuck work. I didn't say the fans were right, even though you guys were right. But I didn't say my mom. I said, Mom. I said, you're right. I said, I'm coming home right now. I said, fuck my job. I said, I'll take as much time as you need. I said, if I lose my job, guess what? There's a million jobs in fucking Florida. I said, if I have to quit my job or get fired and then go back and work at fucking McDonald's, I'll do whatever I have to fucking do. I'm like, Dad needs me. You need me. The family needs me. So I'm so glad I took your guys' advice. And I remember Vision said it, Pixel said it. I mean, almost all you guys said it, but the main people that I remember, Visions for sure said it, because Visions, he lost his dad too, you know? So Visions knew exactly what I was going through. Triple said it. Pixel was like, Fears, you need to get the fuck on a plane right now. And I was like, oh, I'm way ahead of you, buddy. I'm looking at flights right now. And he's like, good, get there fucking ASAP. And I'm so glad the time that I got to spend with my dad, I'm going to worship that time, man. Because that's all we had. And even my dad was going through all that fucking shit, my dad never lost his sense of humor. He was still cracking jokes and stuff. And he was making me laugh. I was making him laugh. And I showed him some of my videos. And one of the best things he said before he left, he goes, no matter what, do what makes you the most happy. He goes, do not stop fucking doing your videos. Do not stop your channel. And I said, I said I never had any intention, you know. He goes, I know sometimes you're tough. He goes, you may never get to your goals. He goes, I don't know exactly. I remember my dad said, I don't really know how YouTube works. He goes, but I know you told me about the play buttons and stuff. And I said, yeah. And he goes, you may never get there, but he goes, keep making content, keep being creative. He goes, I know you like to paint and draw and stuff too. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, keep doing all that shit. And I said, oh, I will, Dad. And he goes, please. He goes, I may not be here to see it. He goes, find a lady, get married, enjoy life, have kids. I said, I'm working on it, Dad, I promise. And he goes, I said, I won't let you down. He goes, you've never let me down. He goes, I'm very proud of you. So we got to hang out a lot. It was, even though it was emotional, I was like, man, it's so cool. I get to hang out with my dad. And we had some like heart to hearts. Like my daddy even said to my mom and my brother, hey, do you guys mind stepping out? I just want to hang out with John for a couple hours. And we ordered, because my dad loves pizza too. My dad's like, you know what I really want right now? And I said, what? And he goes, I want some emos. I said, Dad, I said, you read my mind. I said, because I had to use my mom and dad's car. So I was like, give me the keys. I'll hop to emos. And we were just, my dad was in the bed. We were just eating fucking pizza and shit, hanging out, watching movies. It was fucking great. So I was like, yeah, buddy. I was like, good old emos. And then it was cool. The hospital really wasn't supposed to do this because my dad spent the last few moments in and out of the hospital, in and out of the hospice, you know, like with a place where they keep you comfortable. They're really not supposed to let dogs in, but either my brother sweet-talked the owner of the hospice or my mom sweet-talked him, and they said, my dad loves the shit out of Enzo. My mom said, the reason why I bought Enzo, one, it was for the whole family, but two, it was mainly for my husband. To have a buddy by his side. And they were so cool. They're like, oh, absolutely. They're like, we're not really supposed to have dogs in the hallways, but they said as long as you keep Enzo like in your dad's room, and they said he's got to have his little. He said he can't just sleep on the floor. He goes, you got to bring Enzo's little bed there. So my mom's like, that's not a problem. My mom brought Enzo's little bed, and he was just chilling on my dad's lap or chilling in his bed, kind of doing an old Fierce, like napping away. I think I get the nap thing from Enzo, because Enzo, every time I see him, he's either ready to hang out, and he loves his Frisbee. I'm always throwing his Frisbee, or he's ready for a walk, or if he's not ready for that, then he's like, yeah, peace, Fierce, I'm going to go fucking over here and go take a nap. I'm like, well, guess what, Enzo? I'm going to go take a fucking nap, you know? So I'm like, I'll see you in an hour, and yeah, I'll throw your fucking tennis ball a million miles a minute if you want me to. So there it is. So yeah. Let's see here. Vision says, you know what, Fears? I actually don't need a gift. Use it towards... Listen, buddy. Visions, I love you like a brother. You're getting a gift. It's the least I can do. Listen, Visions. That's how cool Visions is. He's like, Fears, I don't need a gift. I know you may not need a gift. I'm a man of my word, buddy, and I'm going to get you that $20 gift card. Because I want to give back to the fans. And Visions, I don't even consider you a fan anymore. You're a good friend, and you're a fan. Visions probably is the number one fan. Visions has gave me so much free stuff. I would be a dick if I didn't get you the gift card. So, buddy, do whatever you want with the gift card. You know? It's a $20 gift card for Walmart. Buy something for Mrs. Visions. Buy something for your grandma. Buy something for your mom. Buy something for yourself. It's happening, buddy. It's happening. Yo, Hero says, my sister is here, and so is Funko Fonzarelli. I can't wait to figure out this guy's real name, because his YouTube personality name, Funko Fonzarelli, that's a fucking cool name, man, for a YouTube channel. Yo, I'm Funko Fonzarelli. That's right. What type of content does he do, Funko Fonzarelli? I'm kind of curious. But anyway, Visions, I know you're a stand-up guy, but I'll get you that gift card, buddy. It's the least I can do. You've given me free shirts, stickers, pins. Listen, it's the least I can do. It's the least I can do. Anyway. All right, let's get to the reviews. I've been having so much fun just, shooting the shit with you guys. I almost forgot to do the reviews. So, I'm going to be straight up with Avatar, right? I liked it, but I'm not so much a fan of, like, all the, I don't even know what to just, like, all the scenes with, like, the blue creatures in it. It kind of reminds me of anime a little bit. We all know my rules on anime. I'm just not a fan. I know some people in the community are a fan. I did enjoy all the scenes with him in it, because the same guy, that guy, he was in the shack. His name is, what's his name? Sam, he's a fabulous actor. Sam, oh, where the hell is his name? Sam. Oh, Sam Worthington. Great fucking actor. Amazing actor. I don't know, Avatar, maybe I didn't like it. It was way too long. It was like 3 hours long. I'm like, holy crap. It was just too long, and I did enjoy all the scenes that he was in. All the military scenes were pretty cool. All the battle sequences, that was cool. So, I'll give it about a 5. And plus, I like that James Cameron directed it. Usually I like everything that I love Titanic. I love all the Terminators and shit. Just Avatar, it was way too long. But yeah, so that's my forte on that, And it's set in the way future. Way future. Let's see, does it give a, no, it doesn't say how long in the future. It just says, return to Pandora, a reluctant hero, an epic journey, a choice between life he left behind and the incredible new journey that awaits him as he becomes the Avatar, the greatest adventure of all time. So it was good. It was all right. Just, I don't know, just wasn't my cup of tea. But the reason why I gave it a 5 is because there were some scenes I did like. But I heard that the Avatar ride at Disney World is phenomenal. My friends have rode it. I said I just haven't had a chance to ride it. But even though I thought the movie was okay, I can't wait to ride the ride. Because I'm sure the ride is a lot more, because you're immersed in the movie when you're riding the ride, So when I do ride the ride, I definitely will vlog it. Hopefully they'll let me vlog it. Because I know some rides you can't vlog. Because some YouTubers have gotten in a lot of trouble, All right, to the main event. Visions, I know you don't like a lot of the sequels. I would suggest this one, though, because they do something different in this one. Like, the whole thing about Jigsaw is a lot of people think he's a murderer. Yes and no. He's never killed, he's never personally killed anyone. He says, I'll make it real simple for you. Listen, you've done something wrong. You know you've done something wrong. And if you confess your sins and you learn from your mistakes, you'll survive. And he goes, and if you follow my rules, you'll live. If you don't follow the rules, you don't confess your sins, you don't say, hey, I was wrong, hey, I learned something, you're going to die. You won't die from my hand, but you'll die from the trap. But he goes, if you're smart about it and you follow all the rules, you'll live. Because Jigsaw wants them to live. He goes, I don't want you, and he said it in a few movies. I don't want you to die. He goes, when did I say ever that I want you to die? Never. I want you to live. But the people in the movies are either too arrogant or they're dumb shits. They don't follow the rules. Some do. Some live and follow the rules. Some don't. And I'm like, he just laid it out for you. You follow the rules. You confess your sins. You say, you know what? You're right. I fucked up. I shouldn't have done that. And he's all about there's always consequences for the choices we make. Sometimes they're good consequences, sometimes they're bad consequences. But for everything you do, there's always a plus and a negative, and there's always consequences of the decisions we make. And if you make good decisions, you'll live a good life. You make bad decisions, well, I think you know where I'm going with this. So, and some people learn, and some people don't. So, in this one, it's a little bit of a prequel and a little bit of a sequel. It takes 10 years after John Kramer has died, because he dies in the third one. And then in 4, 5, 6, and 7, there's a lot of, like, the present shit, and then they always flash back, and it's a bunch of flashbacks, and then fast forward and flashbacks, and they do a little bit of that in this new one, but it's mainly them, a new game has started up. And they're like, well, that's impossible. They're like, it's probably a copycat. It's probably a copycat because they said John Kramer, he's been dead for 10 plus years. So they're like, you know what? We'll ease everybody's tension. He's like, we'll just dig up his body and we'll open up his coffin and show everybody, hey, he's dead. I'm trying not to give too much away because Visions hasn't seen this. They open it up, his body's not in there, and they're like, oh shit. We thought his body was in the coffin. Well, where the fuck did his body go? It's not in the coffin. Oh shit, now everyone's contemplating, well, is he alive? Is he not alive? I don't know. Where the fuck is he? He should be dead in this coffin. What the fuck? You know? So then, as soon as that happens, a whole world of shit, and I mean bad shit, happens from the get-go, right after that. So it starts off kind of slow. The minute they don't find him in the coffin, they're like, oh shit, he's supposed to be in here. Where the fuck is he? And then all hell breaks loose. And I like that they did something different. So it's a little bit of a prequel, a little bit of a sequel. They talk about a new game happening. Then they analyze an old game that happened. They show you aspects of his very first game that he ever made ever. So that was pretty cool to see the very first game ever that he assembled. So Visions, it's definitely worth a watch. I don't know if you want to buy the Blu-ray, just download it, you know. And also Visions recently took my advice, and he said he did enjoy Silver Bullet, but was like, it was all right, Fears. It wasn't a total 10. But Visions said he liked it a little bit and he got a few laughs. I told you would, Visions. Visions, you were probably fucking losing your mind over that, like, sweaty Italian, like, greaser fucking guy. Did I not say that he repeats himself not once, not twice? He's got the shotgun and he's all like, hey, anyone in that shack, you better get the hell off my property before I put a bullet in your ass. I'm like, why the fuck would you leave? You were a goddamn idiot. Stay in the house. But the thing is with werewolves, especially in werewolf movies, especially horror movies in general, you're not really safe anywhere. But you have a better chance of living if you stay in your house. This motherfucker does all the classic things, right? Visions that in a horror movie that you're not supposed to do. What was that noise? Oh shit, I better go check it out. Why the fuck would you go check it out? You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Just stay in your house. This motherfucker goes, checks it out, walking through the fucking his little greenhouse because he's growing weed in there and he's growing like other plants and shit. All of a sudden, the fucking werewolf just comes up through the floorboard, like a bat out of hell, bites him in the fucking neck, blood's everywhere, then drags him underneath the floorboards. Yeah, he's done. He's out of there. And I'm like, this all could have been avoided if you would have just stayed in your house. But then people in the chat are going to be like, well, Fears, he's never safe. What if he didn't go out there? Right? I'm like, you're very right. I'm like, the werewolf could probably get pissed off. He breaks down the door. If I was him, the minute I would have heard that howl, because you hear a howl from the werewolf, I would have grabbed the keys, had the phone on the police, in my car, and halfway down the fucking road before he could howl again. Most people would be like that, because you'd hear this ungodly scream of a werewolf and be like, what the fuck was that? I would never, in my mind, I would be like, oh, I've seen enough horror movies. Grab the keys, Fears, get halfway down the fucking road, Plus, Visions, I did like what you said. It's two different types of movies. It's half a horror movie, and then all of a sudden they focus on, like, the dad and kid relationship. So it's like you're watching a whole other movie, man. So wasn't a perfect 10, but I gave it a solid 8 out of 10. The werewolf effects were pretty cool. The guy in the werewolf suit did a pretty bang up job. I liked that his brown eyes went from brown to like red and shit, and they had fucking veins in it and shit. So yeah, solid horror film. Anyway, Visions. Before I go, have you got any new suggestions for any new horror movies? Because I'm going to open up my phone right now and add them to the list. So, is there anything new that I should add to the list? When I'm looking online, because the list right here, I've got Creep Show 1 and 2, The Car, Surfer 2, Nazi Nazi Zombie Surfers Must Die. And then I'm gonna put John Carpenter's The Fog, because I've got a Blu-ray of it, but I don't have the deluxe collector's edition that has the shitloads of bonus features, so I added that to the list. Oh yeah, it was violent, Visions. Yeah, it was violent. It wasn't like super bloody violent like Hostel, but some of the death scenes were insane, man. Like one of the best death scenes is when they're walking through that marsh, Visions, the swamp, and the fucking werewolf is underneath the fog. You just see his brown, like, furry hand with the claws just rocket fire out of the fog, scratch that guy's face, pull him down. He's done. Then that fucking lady goes down. Then the other guy dies. Then the fat guy next to the girl with the glasses or whatever the hell, she had the poofy 80s hair. Oh, let's get the fuck out of it. They fucking take off. It was insane. It was insane. Joy Boy says, do you ever get scared living alone? I don't ever get scared. I don't ever get scared. I get lonely sometimes. I mean, I definitely do not want to die alone. I would love a lady by my side. Anyway, Visions. If you got any suggestions that I can add to the list, like what's some good? Wait, I did put the Beaver Zombies. I added that to the list too, because when I watched the trailer for that, Vision suggested that. That's definitely on the list. I gotta get that on Blu-ray, buddy. It looked hilarious. One of the funniest scenes in the trailer. Remember that guy, Visions? He's like, oh, what the fuck was that noise? Classic horror movie line. Pulls back the fucking curtain to the, I think it was the shower, and the beaver just goes, shoo! Like that, and shows his like buck teeth and shit. And he's got blood all over his like face, the beaver, and he's all like, like that, and like fucking tears the guy into his fucking neck and shit. I was utterly fucking losing it. Then they're all on that raft and shit, the beavers in the water. So I added that to the list. But before I end the stream, buddy, if you've got any more suggestions of any classic 80s, 90s one, let me know. Let me know, Visions. Or if anyone has any suggestions in the chat, I will add it to the list. Someone just texted me. Give me 1 second. Oh, it's Tommy NZ 2010. Let's see. I don't know if he sent me a video. Oh, he sent me a TikTok that apparently I have to watch. Oh, it's a wrestling TikTok. Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look at this wrestling TikTok that he sent me. I don't know if Tommy made this or if it's just a wrestling TikTok in general.
Did you delete her pictures?
Let's see here.
No.
That was random. It was literally an interviewer talking to a wrestler, and it says, did you delete her photos? I don't know why the fuck Tommy sent me that, but okay. Thanks, Tommy. It was like a 15-second. It was an interviewer asking a wrestler, did you delete her photos? Because you guys just heard that audio. I don't know why the hell he sent me that, but okay. I got to call Tommy later and ask him, why did you send me that 10-second TikTok? Let's see. Vision says, I watched Evil Tunes the other day. There's a ton of boobies in that. You'd like it. Oh, nice. All right, there it is, buddy. Well, I remember Tinder Immortal suggested that too, buddy. So I liked both. I liked that it was a cheesy horror movie. But also, I mean, Fears like some boobies. All right, so I'll add it to the list. All right. Here we go. Evil. I put it in my notes. Evil Tunes. Okay, Evil Tunes. And then, what was the other one the other guy suggested at work? Visions. A guy suggested at work. He goes, Fierce, I know you love Friday the 13th. And I was like, I thought he was fucking with me. But apparently this is a thing. He goes, Fierce, he goes, there's another, like, spin-off of Friday the 13th. And I said, really? He goes, well, it's not really a Jason spin-off. He goes, it's a spin-off of the name. And I said, what are you talking about? He goes, well, you know how they've made the Friday the 13th like series? And I said, yeah. He goes, well, they actually made a movie called Saturday the 14th. And I was like, no fucking way. Have you ever seen that, Visions? Saturday the 14th? I've never watched the trailer. But I wanted to ask you, because you and Pixar would know if that's a real thing. I thought, well, maybe my friend at work is like fucking with me. You know? I'm like, I've seen all the Friday the 13th, but if it's for real, I'll add it to the list. He said, all fears. He goes, Saturday the 14th is fucking hilarious. But I didn't know if he was like kidding around. Is there actually a movie called that, Visions? Apparently it's supposed to be like a cheesy comedy 80s horror slasher hilarious movie. He says Saturday the 14th, it's awful. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Oh, so it's a real thing, right? All right, let's watch the trailer real quick, because you know me. Listen, the only thing that differs between Visions and me, the more horrible the horror movie, the better, because I love watching those shitty movies and just laughing my ass off. Vision says, oh, Fears, it's painful to watch. I sat through it a couple of years ago. Really? It's that bad? Oh, shit. All right, let's check out the trailer. All right, well, I'm actually kind of excited that it's a real thing. I thought my friend was fucking with me. He goes, Fears, it's the most cheesiest shit. Wait, Visions, you know how you watched Drainiac with the fucking guy eating the fucking apple and shit? Oh, that's fucking peculiar. Is it worse than Drainiac? Because Drainiac, it's hilarious, but it's bad. Is it worse than Drainiac? Let me know, buddy. All right, let's go to YouTube, and let's check out this trailer. And then I think I'm going to end the stream because I'm getting pretty hungry, and I need to get dinner, Amosian. All right, let's see here. Let's see if I can find it. Well, I don't even know when they made this movie, but apparently my friend said it's like early 80s, like late 70s or some shit. Saturday the 14th trailer. All right, let's... Oh, shit, okay. It did come up. It did come up. Saturday... Oh, wow, 1981. Wow, this is an old-ass movie. And this is an old-ass movie. Visions, let me know if it's worse than Draining. All right, here we go. I'm going to play Saturday the 14th movie trailer, and we'll have a little look-see here. All right, here we go.
No flip, no cap, no mess. Just grab and squeeze. Try Dawn Easy Squeeze.
You got to love those ads.
I don't typically like our experiences. It's taken me through a world of emotions.
Okay, here we go. Saturday the 14th, now on Blu-ray.
It gets bad on Friday the 13th, but it gets worse on Saturday the 14th.
It's already got that, like, cheesy, like, narrator. But it gets even worse on Saturday the 14th.
Of evil!
Evil? Evil?
Oh, Lord.
Richard Benjamin, Polar
Fucking eyeballs in a goddamn cup of coffee. Visions, did I just see that right? A fucking cup of coffee with eyeballs in it. It's utterly fucking over with.
House with a curse.
Oh, come on, Mary. You know you don't believe in curses. Well, somebody did the dishes, and we're the only ones in this house.
An innocent family driven absolutely batty. Just when you thought it was safe to look at the calendar again, comes Saturday the 14th.
Oh my
the year's
God.
#1 horror comedy spoof.
God, look at all these. Ow.
No, I gotta admit, this is
My
pretty
name's John
terrible.
Violet.
I don't know if I could sit through this one. I mean, this looks pretty terrible. And what's funny about this is, you know that guy out of his name is Benjamin. I don't know his last name. He was in Westworld, That fucking guy that plays the main character in Westworld. Not the gunslinger guy, the guy that runs away from the gunslinger. He's a good actor. His name's Benjamin something. He's in this fucking movie. This must have been one of his first gigs, Visions, to be in this piece of shit.
Got bats in my belfry.
You know how many? We charge by the bat.
Hold it right there, man.
No, darling, keep it away.
Thank you very much.
I'd like to take a look at her neck.
Well, if you don't trust me after 311 years of marriage...
When I leave this house, there'll be nothing left here to be afraid of.
Every shroud has a silver lining, so if you see every other chiller this year, you'll need Saturday the 14th.
Oh, this must be your charming wife.
Oh, my lord.
Charming.
Good fart noise.
Major Pest Control.
Dead!
It's your chance to laugh at everything that ever scared you.
Come on, Billy, quit fooling around.
Give me a kiss, darling.
Oh, wow.
Oh, let me just see who that is. I'll be back for that kiss.
Be sure to see it before sunrise. Saturday the 14th.
Wow. That was pretty horrible. That's pretty terrifying. I gotta admit, Visions, that was... yeah. Oh, my God. Wow. That was... I'll be honest, I don't know if I can sit through that. But is it one of those movies where it's so fucking shitty, maybe it'll be good? You know, I don't know. Listen, if I see it out in the wild, Visions, I'm not going to order it. But if I see it out in the wild and it's cheap, then I'll grab it. But unless I see it out in the wild, I'm not fucking buying that off of eBay or some shit like that. If it's out in the wild, if it's at V-Stock and I see it and it's for like $3, $4, $5, why the fuck not? You know, I'll check it out. But whew, that was pretty bad. I've never heard Visions describe a movie like that. He goes, Fears, it's so painful. He goes, it's painful to watch. He goes, I sat through it a couple of years ago. Painful to watch. That means Visions was in physical and emotional pain after watching this piece of shit movie. Visions, listen, we've watched a lot of horror movies over the years, buddy. I've never had you describe it like that. I thought my friend was joking around, though. Right? I thought, I said, there's no way there's a movie called Saturday the 14th, right? You know what I'm saying? There it is. D-Man says it's $5 on Amazon. Wait, is that for the Blu-ray? Wow. Wow. Yeah, just extremely boring. Oh, man. Like I said, I won't order it off of Amazon or eBay, but if it's out in the wild, if it's at a thrift store or if I find it on Blu-ray at V-Stock whenever when I go in Missouri, then I'll get it for like $5 or $6. But unless I don't find it out in the wild, I'm not ordering that shit. Because it was pretty boring, buddy. But it was just so out of control. I mean, they basically took all of the greatest aspects of horror and monster movies and did a shitty-ass version of it. Like, there's a girl in the trailer Visions. You've already seen the trailer Visions. There's a girl in the bathtub. Why the hell are all these horror movies fucking Chud 2, the zombie, you know, in the fucking tub? Then there's this girl in the tub, and the fucking gill man pops out in between her legs in the fucking tub. It's fucking over with. It is over with. Oh, my God. You would think she would check the tub before she would get into the tub. Hilarious. Vision goes, oh shit. Vision says, Fears, it's as bad as the Star Wars special. I'll admit, I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Visions like Star Wars. But it's a challenge to sit through the holiday special. But I watch it every year because it's that shitty, and I fucking get a laugh out of it. Oh, Lord. Good old Saturday the 14th. Well, I will talk to my friend on Tuesday because I get Monday off when I go back into work. I'll be like, buddy, I watched the trailer for Saturday 14th. I don't know if I'm a fan. Again, If it's out in the open, out in the wild, maybe Fears will buy it on Blu-ray. But unless it's not out in the wild, I am not ordering that hunk of garbage. Anyway, I'm taking off, guys, but I hope you guys enjoyed the long stream. We went for about an hour and 54 minutes, so almost 2 hours. Have a wonderful weekend. I may stream before I go to the party tomorrow. If I don't, then I'm definitely going to stream on Sunday after church. All right. Well, I'm taking off. But as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to FearsMan26 and Fears Vlogs. Check out my friend Pixel, Lord Pixel. Hopefully he's got some good content coming because he's in Vegas right now. So, Pixel, get on that great Vegas content. And check out Pixel Protocol on YouTube. Check out my buddy Visions, Lord Visions, at www.exhumevisions.com. Why? Because Visions is a cool, epic, good guy motherfucker. And he makes good merch, too. All right. Fears loves you. Fears cares about you. I will see you next time, whether it's in a vlog or a stream. And this is Fears, signing off. Peace, deuces, and I'm out of here, guys. Later.